Ulduar is on the way, and time is running out to make the most of Phase 1. The easiest to get 310 speed mounts are going away forever once Phase 2 hits. Plus, I'm working on achievements that will become more difficult to complete. And with race and faction changes coming, there are specific things I'm doing right now before making the switch.
You will all serve me.
Race changes. With PTR data mining showing that race and faction changes are coming near the Ulduar patch, I'm preparing my characters in Phase 1. Yes, transferred character mounts and reps are auto-converted. So for example, a human to orc switch will convert your horses to wolves, but pets aren't converted, so you can stockpile tons of the difficult to get Alliance and Horde pets and move them cross-faction. One prep Horde player should do is getting the Venomhide Ravasar because it swaps to the harder to get Winter Spring Frostsaber. On top of prepping your characters for race changes, what about your friends in your guild? You have big decisions to think about to make the transition as painless as possible. Open world farming. In the theme of keeping things painless, this is the best time to gather materials and farm in the open world. I'm farming lots of Eternals, Arctic Fur, and you really can't go wrong mining titanium ores for the new Ulduar BOE recipes. Ulduar is one of the best raids in WoW history, but it's also difficult and time-consuming. That means raiders will be burning through consumables at a much faster rate than in Nax. You want to get your farming out of the way because when the patch drops, every zone is going to be swarming with gnomes farming materials. Achievements. While the gnomes are working on their gold collections, I'm working to get done with all the dungeon achievements right now. Glory of the Hero requires 38 separate dungeon achievements and rewards the impressive red Proto Drake. But it's going to get harder and harder to find people willing to do these achievements as more players shift their focus to Ulduar and the new heroic dungeons. Can you shift your focus to subscribing, liking the video, and hitting the notification bell? Gearing up. As everyone focuses on the new content, it will become more difficult to get groups for Naxxramas. That means I'm working to get all my characters to 80 and I'm gearing up right now. Check out my 1-week gearing guide to get geared fast. Some groups will unfortunately check gear score when doing Ulduar invites, but luckily getting every character above 4,000 is very doable in Phase 1. You'll also want to get the Full of Naxxramas achievement and even try for Immortal, which some serious raid leaders do ask for when making groups. Raider achievements. Speaking of the Immortal achievement, the Glory of the Raider 10 and 25 man mounts are going away forever in Phase 2. That means I'm kicking into high gear to get my Plague Proto Drake and my Black Proto Drake. The hardest achievements by far are the Immortal and Undying, so those should be your main focus. Our guild is one death away from Immortal, so every week we're looking at what's causing deaths and we change up our strategies. PvP. Another big focus for Phase 1 should be getting as much PvP gear and honor as possible, since Season 6 will be much more popular than Season 5. There are big PvP weapon buffs coming, so I'm working to get all my characters arena ready. You can easily catch up with a full set of hateful gear within just a couple weeks. Did you know you can actually save past honor cap using Wintergrass commendations, and you can even mail honor to alts? And you'll also want to save 80 Wintergrass marks for the new 213 item level belts, the chests, and the trinkets. These new pieces have stats like haste and hit rating, which actually may be more useful for your spec than deadly gear. There are also new trinkets. As a healer, I'm particularly excited about the Rune of Audacity with spell power and a CC break. And I'm also really excited for Ulduar, and I know you are too. So get as prepped as possible with my Ulduar prep guide next.